Hey everybody, welcome back to the Siren podcast. I have an awesome show for you tonight. My guests are the Dumb and the Blind. It is a comedy duo based out of Laurel, Mississippi, and they host a YouTube channel where they do reaction videos and they do blind challenges and all kinds of awesome stuff. It is super funny and hilarious, and they're an awesome couple of guys. So we sit down and talk about pretty much everything tonight. Really fun time. Make sure and stay tuned. Really cool stuff. So I am doing a giveaway for a free photography package. So my main goal is to get up to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube and 1,000 likes on my Facebook page. So there's an easy way to win this free photography package. So all you have to do is go over to my Facebook page and like it, then share the page with your friends and invite them to like the page. And 3, go over and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can find all of them under AAmbulance Studios with 2 A's. On YouTube, it's going to ask you if you meant to type in ambulance with 1 A, and you say, no, I meant 2 A's, and it'll show up when you do that. So go over there and do that. The package is going to be done by Gradient Skies Photography, which is a subsidiary of AAmbulance Studios, and it will be it could be a live show, and I'll come in, take some pictures of your band. You can go over to Gradient Skies Photography on Facebook and check out some of the examples I've taken of other bands. Or we can sit down and do like a portrait session for like a band photo or for some album art or something like that. Whatever you want. The only caveat is it has to be shot in Hattiesburg somewhere. So I'm not going to be able to go to Alabama or something like that. So it has to be local in town in Hattiesburg. And that's it. And it will really, really help me by liking my page and subscribing to my channel. It'll help me get into the monetization level for this show, which will help me pay for some of the expenses that are coming up with running the show. And I really appreciate all that you do. So let's just get right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, the awesome, the amazing, the Dumb and the Blind.
Let's kick it! He is dumb, he is blind. Together they're the dumb and the blind.
All right, everybody, we're live with the Dumb and the Blind. Thanks for coming on the show, guys.
Absolutely. Hey, thank you. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, it's good to have you back. So you are also half of, well, the Hearsay Replay and the Chad Knight Band. So yeah. Y'all got a lot of stuff going on right now.
A lot of stuff.
Man. So just a setup. So these two guys, Drew and Cabe, run a YouTube channel. And what would you call it? A react channel or just a straight up comedy channel, lifestyle channel? What do you define it as?
I would call it reaction. We're reaction / comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Kind of dipping into both.
Yeah,
both buckets.
So whatever comes up, kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Pretty much. Yeah. It's like whatever. We just sit around and brainstorm and like we'll just think of something. Be like, hey, this would be kind of cool to do. Yeah. So
we're just gonna go with it. Whatever we come up with, we're just gonna roll with it. And we think it's funny, we're just gonna do
it. Yeah, it's good. I like it. The whole thing where you had his fucking like he's wearing a blindfold, but he's got the eyes cut out was killer.
Dude, that was his idea. That was Drew's idea. I said, originally I was like, all right, I'll wear a blindfold, but you don't have to, and that's funny because you're blind. And he's like, no, I got an idea. I want a blindfold, but cut the eye holes out of it. I'm like, oh my god, that's genius!
Badly cut out eye holes, so that I still have to wear a blindfold.
That's genius, Drew.
That was good.
It looked so funny while I was chewing, wearing that mask. Like when Cave started editing it, dude, he was cracking up, man. He was like, dude, you chewing is so fucking weird.
Look, I can be honest with you. I've never had a Church's biscuit. I've never had one.
You must.
What?
There's a lot of people. A girl at work said she had never had one, and I said, "You've got to try it. 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think I've ever even eaten Church's chicken.
It's good
it's
too.
good.
It's way better than KFC. I think it's Popeyes is number one.
Yeah.
In my opinion, and close second is Church's. It's quality. The sides are real good, but that biscuit is insane.
So the biscuit's better than Popeye's biscuit.
Oh
Yes.
I
It's
don't.
different, but it's
I
better.
don't believe it. I don't believe it.
You gotta believe it.
75 cents. You can
75
check for yourself.
Stroll on into Church's.
Stroll on into Church's and get a 75-cent. That's got like honey on it, right? Honey biscuit.
Honey butter.
Yeah.
Honey butter
butter.
biscuit. It's the only one that's got that sweet. The only one that's got that sweet. And You're
Yeah.
just like, oh, it's like having a little dessert with your biscuit.
Oh, so you eat that last?
Yeah, you can.
I mean, you eat it whenever you want.
It is your biscuit.
You just go for it.
Yeah. Well, I have to try that. I don't really eat fast food. Well, I haven't recently, but
No.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm trying
stop by and
to
get-
do it as well.
I'll stop by and get a biscuit. I'll get one biscuit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
What-
all you need.
What do you go with? Are you a sausage man? Or you like the bacon, egg, and cheese like us?
Oh, so straight up sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit.
Sausage,
Yeah.
egg, and cheese.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with good old sausage egg.
Everywhere. See, but here's the trick. So most places put too much egg on it. So like McDonald's, it's like a sheet folded up type egg.
Yeah.
So I take off half of it, and then it's the perfect amount of egg. Otherwise, it's too much. It's too much fucking egg.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
Never thought of doing that.
I could see that. I could see too much egg.
It's
Like I kind of like the egg though.
Hey, they're really good at McDonald's about getting orders right. Why don't you just tell them to do half the egg?
look. Let me tell you. One time I went to McDonald's and they had so I get a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit, but the sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit you can only get a sausage and egg, and you have to add cheese, right?
Mhm.
So it's just sausage and egg biscuit, and then you say, "Can you put cheese on that?" Right? Or at least that's how it has been or used to be. But the bacon, egg, and cheese is bacon, eggs, and cheese on it, right? So my wife gets the bacon, I get the sausage. So I went there one day. I was like, "Hey, can you take the cheese off the bacon biscuit and just put it on the sausage biscuit so I don't have to pay the extra 50 cents or whatever?"
Oh no!
Blew their fucking. They were like, "What do you mean?"
I was about to
What do
say,
you-
man, they didn't know what was going on.
I was
They
like-
know they were in the world at all anymore.
They're like, "Nah, we got to charge you." I was like, "Nah, look, I'm paying for it on the bacon biscuit. Just instead of putting it on the bacon, stick it on the sausage. I'm still getting one piece of cheese. It's just how it's in the bag, comes to me. It's the only difference." And it was like I asked them to solve algebra problems or something. They were like,
Yeah.
"No."
Yeah.
Like they went and started writing on a chalkboard like equations. And
Yeah,
stuff.
Yeah. All right.
They're like,
We're gonna take
get
this
in
off
here.
this-
we gotta get
That's
out there.
crazy.
Yeah. But I guess I could have just said put it on the side.
Yeah.
Can they do that?
Or just get both the biscuits and then just take the egg with the cheese off of one and put that on your biscuit, and then take
That's the key
the egg off of your biscuit and just put it on the bacon.
because it usually melts to the egg, right?
Mhm.
Most of the time, or maybe the biscuit. I don't know. Depends on how it's constructed.
I guess it's all about where it's placed, right?
Yeah.
The bacon is
The
placed.
cheese placement.
I
It's
think-
all about cheese placement.
I think it's
cheese
usually it's cheese, egg, sausage, right? And
Uh-huh.
then bacon, cheese, egg, or cheese. I don't know. I don't know.
They just do. I'm shoving it down my throat as fast as possible.
I don't know what order it's in besides in my stomach.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I guess I'll have to investigate that. Get a clear, definitive answer.
Yeah.
Look into that. Let us know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
We can have another podcast. We'll just call it Biscuit Banter.
We got biscuit banter. There's a market for that. There's a creepy little dude on YouTube. You've probably seen him, and he wears he dresses up in like
With a tie?
and he's like, "I'm gonna eat this Big Mac."
Review bro. I call him.
Is that what his name is?
Well, I forget what his. It starts it off like it's a newscast.
Yes, he's like,
welcome everybody to the review. Yeah, and it's weird, but I like it. I like to watch it.
Yeah, it's some stuff like if you're going through YouTube, it'll just be like there's one. It's a guy, and he puts marbles on a track, and like releases them, but it's like a race, but he's got like each one's like the blue team, or like he'll sometimes name them after countries. And as they're racing, he like talks like he's a announcer,
like a commentator.
Yeah, and he's like, and up next the blue marble. Oh, blue marble went off the track, and then like he keeps going, and you click on it at first thinking, what is this? And then you sit there and watch 15 minutes of it and realize that you watched a guy play with marbles, a grown man play with marbles for
on a Hot Wheels track.
Yeah, for 15 minutes. And they do it with Hot Wheels too. Like they'll release them and like slow down when they crash and like zoom in on the crashes.
That is, I bet kids would love that.
Yeah.
I probably, but I think more adults are probably watching it.
Wow. Does it have like tons of followers too?
Yeah, they're like millions of views. And all the comments are like, why am I watching this? Like, why was this suggested to me? Type thing.
Because you were partaking of extracurricular substance.
I was searching for marbles on Google, and they were like, "Gotcha, bitch."
Yeah.
Marbles.
That's a good question. Like, why is this being recommended to me?
I don't know. Sometimes it recommends stuff from like 5-7 years ago, or just randomly. And you can tell if you go to the comment sections, it'll say like, people will be commenting, why is this being recommended to me in 2020? I don't know.
It's very strange.
I don't know. It's weird.
Very strange algorithm,
Yeah. So I guess you can really do whatever you want on YouTube, as long as it's... So Biscuit Banner, what I'm getting at is Biscuit Banner could very well be the next Marble Madness racing games.
That's true.
Yeah. Let's sit around eating biscuits. Talking about them.
Like today, we're eating a biscuit before it's cooked. All the ingredients before it's cooked. Right?
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Oh, wait a minute.
Interesting.
Instead of biscuit banter, it could just be called discussion.
Discussion.
He's full of dad jokes.
Hang on.
Come on, that was
close. Hang on. I got it. Here we go. Y'all didn't hear that, but everybody at home heard my rim shot. But
nice.
Oh yeah,
I got it preloaded now.
Yeah, at least have it ready for Drew.
Oh man,
oh it's ready.
That thing's gonna get overused.
So yeah, this is my 20th guest episode, which are kind of like the main meat and potatoes of the show. So I refer to it as the 20th episode, but I've had like live episodes and the live streams and stuff. But this is the 20th one, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, had to have someone fun and easygoing for this one, because the last one with the one before the shakedown with the Hated Patriot was pretty serious. Yeah, it was like it was pretty serious. And
I watched it. It got real.
Got deep, which is good. I like that sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So what's next for you guys? What do you got coming up next?
Well, we the same day, so you can find our blind biscuit challenge right now on YouTube. But we filmed a blind pizza challenge the same day, so I'm editing that now. So that'll be out in the next couple of days. Well, probably before this airs, it'll be out. Okay. So by the time this airs, it'll be out.
Blind pizza challenge. So without saying too much, I would have said it was going to be Pizza Hut, and then it probably wasn't, but I bet, being the most surprising one, I'm going to give my guess, is Domino's Pizza was the winner, just because of how Domino's has been saying things.
The game.
Maybe you have to watch to find out.
and or maybe Little Caesars. I don't know. It depends on what you got. I'm gonna go with Domino's.
Well, we're going to tell you. We got hand tossed pepperoni, like the classic party style pizza that everyone, if you go to a party and like a bunch of pizzas are ordered, it's always pepperoni.
Lock in pizza.
So yeah, we went for full hand tossed pepperoni across the board to just give it an even shot. Mm-hmm. We'll probably do a thin crust eventually as well. That's what I prefer. Drew prefers. We like thin crust.
Yeah.
Thin crust.
I don't want to really weigh me down.
No. If I'm gonna eat a pizza, it's gonna be Pizza Hut with stuffed crust.
Oh
really?
Yeah.
Interesting. You're a gimmick guy, huh?
No, that's not a gimmick. That's flavor, man. That's Flavor Town.
That's flavor.
That's flavor. That's the pizza you eat backwards,
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally like you eat the pizza and usually you get the crust and you're like, I'll eat it because I'm an adult, I got to eat it because I'm an adult. But then when it's stuffed crust, it's like, shit, like now I get to eat the crust and dip it in some sauce or something. It's like a cheese stick.
Yes.
It's marinara.
Yeah. But I get a jalapeno and pepperoni.
Nice choice. Yeah, I like that.
Nice little bite.
Zing
to the pizza.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like to do the Supreme. Put some jalapeno on that.
I do Supreme sometimes, but I don't get the black olives.
Me either. Have them. Keep them. Love them.
Give me all of them.
Yeah, I hate black olives. That's one of the few foods I don't eat.
I don't like them. I don't like any kind of olives.
I do like green, which is weird. Pickled green olives. Fine with that. Black olives. Keep them. No explanation.
I'll eat an olive in a martini. I won't eat the olive, but I'll drink a martini, a dirty martini.
Oh, yeah. That's the only way to drink a martini.
Hell yeah.
But also, beyond the pizza challenge, we have some more reaction videos coming.
Yeah.
Kind of leaning into the BTS thing, which we weren't, we never really listened to BTS before all this happened, but man, viewers seem to love it.
Yeah.
So, if viewers are watching it, we're just gonna keep putting them out there. We're also gonna explore, the blind challenges and we've been jotting down stuff.
Yeah, we've been brainstorming
today.
This evening actually.
Yeah, we got a lot of ideas. One that actually includes you.
Yep.
Okay. What is it?
What is it? All right. So you ever watched? Which I've never been a fan or watched much of Jimmy Fallon. But have you ever caught his YouTube videos where he plays catchphrase with celebrities?
I don't know that one specifically. What is it?
Huh. Have you played catchphrase? Never played catchphrase. So you set it's a random timer. So you set a timer. You hit a button and it's random. It could be 5 seconds. It could be 30 seconds. And you're on a team of 2. So that one person has a card and it'll say, firefighter. You have to make your teammate guess firefighter without using any of the words.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Right? So we have another guy in mind as well that's a friend of ours. We'd love to do a catchphrase competition, and whatever team loses has to eat something nasty.
God.
Or something.
Well, I'll win. So I'll be on Drew's team, and there's no competition at that point because we'll both just kill it.
Yeah, be good. And we want to have you on as well for a blind taste challenge eventually.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Look, I'll do a blind challenge as long as y'all promise to not put anything fucked up halfway through it. Like, hey man, we're tasting biscuits, and then you put in like something fucked up. Like I don't want.
We're not gonna fuck it up.
No, man, we won't do that to you.
Unless it's meant to be fucked up. Like that's the challenge. It's like we've got ideas like guess the secret ingredient.
Yeah.
Right. So like you have cereal or rice or soup or mashed potatoes, and my sister and her husband are chefs in New Orleans.
Yeah.
So they're gonna come up and help us with the food episodes. So they're gonna mix in random things. Who knows what it is? It could be gross. It could be good.
Yeah.
But you kind of trying to figure out what that ingredient is mixed in with the dish.
That could be good. As long as it's not anything anything crazy.
You're gonna have to throw a nasty or two in there. Come on.
Oh yeah.
Look, what
It's entertaining.
one of the things I've seen that was it's always pretty good is they made these Jelly Bellies, like Harry Potter versions,
Party bottle.
and it's like it's either watermelon or earwax, and you don't know.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like lime or grass.
We have that written down right here, actually.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's one of them we actually put down.
Well, great minds think alike. That's it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is true. This is very true.
No haterade.
No haterade.
This is Gatorade Zero.
Get that out
No
of
haterade.
Get that out of No room for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
That's what y'all need to get is a viral like news interview.
Yeah.
Wait till something's happening. Just show up. WDAM.
Oh,
Yeah. Or if you can get on Dr. Phil somehow, that makes everybody famous somehow.
Dude.
Now, do you guys understand what you're doing on YouTube, making these funny videos?
Yeah,
How do your mother and father feel about this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh man, the Catch Me Outside girl is got like a record deal and all kinds of stuff now. She goes by Bad Baby, which is cringy in itself, but I mean her herself is kind of cringy, but her going on there and acting like a crazy person, she's I assume she's a millionaire. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gotta be. And just for saying, Catch Me Outside, how about it?
How about that?
Yeah.
Dad.
It's wild.
How about that?
She became a meme, essentially. I mean, it was crazy.
Yeah. Man, I don't know if I'd want it that way.
Yeah.
Not that way.
That way.
Oh my God.
That's what y'all need to cover. Make a cover of that song.
Oh, yeah? We could rock it up.
Not rock.
Oh, yeah. That'd be fun.
Pop.
Yeah.
A pop version.
Yeah.
Just like it.
When pop goes alternative.
Cover it exactly as it is.
Yes, with electronic drums and all that stuff.
It's perfect in its original form.
Don't you dare change up the Backstreet Boys. So what's going on? What's interesting to y'all right now?
Oh man.
Interesting.
Oof.
Well, this whole COVID stuff is just crazy. I mean,
is it happening? Is it real? Is it fake?
Yeah, 100% real.
It's 100%
are
real,
people dying? Or
Yes.
Yeah. But also, like, I think the numbers are skewed.
They are
Like,
skewed.
just me, myself, like.
Yeah. As far as cases are concerned, they're way skewed. Like, I mean, there's probably several times as many cases. No one gets tested. I've known 2 people that have had it, tested positive, and had just a little bit of altered sense of smell and taste, and nothing else. There's plenty of people out there that don't have insurance or whatever that may sense that, and they don't go to the doctor to get that tested.
Yeah.
They're not going to go to the doctor anyway when they're really sick.
No.
Well, I mean, at this point, there's people that I work with that have had it and are back at work.
Really?
So it's like, what do we do? Like, do we keep closing everything down? I mean, I got to wear a mask all day at work. When I leave my area, if I go somewhere else in the building, and that shit sucks. I mean, I don't mind, but
I work in healthcare and surgery, so I'm wearing a mask all day anyway. So it's nothing new for me, but it's still annoying. Like, even outside of surgery, we're sitting in an area, taking a break. We still have to wear a mask, which is annoying.
Yeah.
So 24/7 at work.
I don't wear it 24/7. That would drive me nuts.
But I think this is the new normal for at least another year.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I hate that term.
Yeah,
The new normal. What was the old normal?
not wearing masks.
Not wearing masks.
It's like,
Yeah, I think it's unfortunate, but and here's the funny thing. I think as soon as they come out with a vaccine, even if it's effective or not, or even if that many people get it, it's all just going to disappear.
Yeah.
Because kind of like the flu, there's a vaccine for it. Half the time it doesn't fucking work.
Yeah.
Also, there's a kind of a viral treatment, Tamiflu.
Yeah.
That lessens the severity of it. So because that's there, people are like, oh, it's fine. Even though 50,000 people in the U.S., on average probably die of the flu every year, but everybody's like, it's fine. We have a vaccine and a medicine for it.
Yeah.
Even though it's not that effective. People are still dying every year.
Yeah.
Those.
I think it should be just like that.
Those numbers, like 50,000 people a year die from the flu. I've never heard of anyone dying from the flu. I mean, I'm sure it happens, but like, what are they dying of? Like severe flu, or is that counting with like they have?
I think the majority, of course, is elderly people.
Yeah.
Nursing home, especially.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
And like very young children, unfortunately.
Which from the data I've looked at, the deaths in COVID involved are close to half nursing home patients anyway.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, it's like overwhelmingly nursing home patients.
But now they're trying to scare everybody, like, oh, it's getting people from 45 to 35. Y'all better watch out. What's next? It's going to be 25 to 15. It's just going to keep going down every time we get it unspiked.
So that's what I'm saying. I mean, are we overreacting here or not?
I don't know. There's been a lot of deaths, so it's hard to say.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. For instance, I haven't looked at every detail, everything, but like, was it Sweden that just didn't do anything? They didn't have stay-at-home orders or wear masks or social distance at all, and it was a disaster.
Was it?
Yes. And that comes from a doctor I was talking to. I didn't look at the data myself. She said it was. I was like, oh, well, did it go okay? I was hopeful that it wasn't that big of a deal. This was probably like a month or two ago. And she was like, oh no, it went terribly for them. Like, it's bad over there.
It's just weird to hear Sweden just being like, nah, we're not doing all that.
No.
Yeah.
That's the equivalent of get up and walk it off. Like, I just broke my leg. Walk it off. Sweden.
Yeah, I think Sweden, they're, pretty progressive, but I think they're more intelligently progressive than, say, people maybe in the U.S. People progressive in the U.S. is more emotional,
Yeah.
Over there, they're thinking about the science, herd immunity and stuff, and being progressive in that aspect. So they're like, whatever, we're just going to go with it. We think herd immunity is the answer, but I don't take a word for them.
Then they got hurt real bad.
Can't win them all,
Yeah, it's like a roll of the dice. You just go a route and hope for the best. But here's what I find funny about politically. My goodness, just either side. It didn't matter. It doesn't matter if a Democrat or Republican was in office when this happened. The other side's going to use it as a weapon.
Yeah.
Politically,
the president didn't do his job.
Yeah,
he didn't do enough,
and that's so silly because this was so new, and it didn't matter who was in office. This was all gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly what the only thing that I can say about Trump getting flack for this is because Trump runs his mouth like he's kind of an egotistical guy. He tweeted about maybe during Ebola or something, and it said, whatever happens during a presidency is the president's fault. This isn't a quote, but what he said was like, if there's a pandemic or something like that and people die, it is the president's fault. No matter what, like if the economy crashes, no matter what, and makes it like big, like big what, capitalize what, it's the president's fault. Like he was saying that shit when it was Obama in office. And then now, it's happening, and he's like, well, I don't know what he said. I guess he's just kind of like, yeah, it's happening. I don't give a fuck. But
I didn't know that it was going to happen to me. I mean, I had no idea, but this is huge.
So yeah, it's.
Well, that's hilarious. I mean, how do those words feel now, Donald?
Yeah, probably. I mean, he said it. He said it. He tweeted it. They need to get that man off Twitter.
Yeah.
So-
Everyone says that. Everyone, even like people that support, that are huge supporters of his, which I don't really claim to be a huge supporter, really. But I try to distance myself from politics, period. But just altogether.
Yeah.
But even people that that I work with, or stuff like that are big supporters, they're all like, he needs to get off of Twitter. Like even they realize it.
He just says such stupid shit sometimes.
Oh man,
Yeah.
it's a faucet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the fence with him. I mean, I think he's a lunatic, crazy person, but he's also not as bad as everybody says he is. Not great, but he's not he's not Hitler. I don't think. Not. No, he's not. He hasn't killed 100,000 people.
No, of course not.
So.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh no, they're gonna say that he has because he didn't do enough for COVID.
Yeah.
So that's what they're going to do. Like, they're going to be like, oh, no, he's killed 300,000 Americans by not taking care of them with this COVID.
His neglect, get him out of office now.
Yeah.
And then COVID goes away.
You could see this headline on a very liberal magazine like New York Times. Did Donald Trump commit viral genocide?
And
you know what I mean?
all you have to do is put a question mark at the end, and it's not slander anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. And you go into it and you say, "Well, not exactly." In the article, you know what we mean.
Well, yeah, that's all you gotta say. It's like it was claimed. Someone claimed that he didn't. Like who claimed? Our guy.
That is the news nowadays. If someone claimed that blah 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 happened, it's like, oh, well, we're report on it. That's fact. It's like, this isn't even source. It's like, I don't know about it.
Yeah, a guy sent me an article after, I guess, watching my show with the Patriot last time, and it was just like Trump's being accused of rape or something, and it was just like a woman accused him of it, and I was like, that sucks, but like nothing has happened in court yet, or like nothing besides the fact that she said that. Which, yeah, I mean, we need to take it seriously, but like, you can't just say he's a rapist because someone said it. That happens all the time, you know.
Oh, it's cancel culture.
Yeah,
it's the cancel culture that we live in now. You know, it's like, oh, somebody got accused of this, fire them.
Yeah.
You know, make them lose their job. Just because they got accused of something. Not even like you said, nothing brought into court, nothing like that. But, you know, it's just, no, fire. We're not going to deal with it. We're not going to have the company deal with this.
Well, I mean, that's it. Like, I think what it turned into is everybody is desperate. Let me not say everybody. A lot of people are desperate for internet attention.
Yep.
So, and everybody's felt this before. You posted something on the internet and you got a lot of likes or attention on it. And then you're just like, that's almost like a high. You're like, man, a lot of people like me. So you want to do it again, or you make a post. So somebody, you know, you see it all the time. It's like, on Facebook or something, somebody will post, it'll be like, this little kid was bullied in high school. Like if you think he should not be bullied. If you hate him. And it's like, what is the fucking purpose of this in general besides you get to say, this little post I made got 100,000 shares? Like, that's literally all it is. So what my theory is with all this cancel culture, us being in the infant stages of the internet as a mass, like, that everybody's using it now. When we were in high school, it was like the younger kids were using it to message and look up music videos. But now it's like businesses, like you have legit careers where you just use the internet. So people get that little high. And so somebody reports, it's kind of like Charlie Daniels just died, right? And everybody's rushing to be like, RIP Charlie Daniels. And some people are legit about it, saying, yeah, like, I really like this guy. But I guarantee you there's a lot of them just hoping that someone goes, oh, you knew that before me? Wow, I did not know he died. And they get that feeling of being like, I'm the one that told everybody that Charlie Daniels died. And that's why they're posting. It's disingenuous. I'm not saying everybody. Some people are doing that. So that's why whenever somebody posted this guy, was doing this wrong, he was racist, and then they're like, thank you for outing this racist, and he's a legit racist guy. They take him to jail, he gets fired, and this person gets all this good feeling for doing something good. Then everybody else is like, ooh, I want to do that too. This guy did something that could be, he is, look how, and they get to post all this stuff and everybody echoes back, yes, he is. And they get that good feeling, but it's gotten to the point where just everybody's doing it now. So people are sitting on the internet waiting for someone to be like, man, I wish I had a sandwich. Where's my wife? And they're like, he meant that sexist. This guy's sexist. And they're like, you know what I did? Check it out, everybody. I went to his job and got him fired. And then everybody's like, yeah, patting him on the back, and everybody's just sitting around jerking each other off and stuff. And instead of thinking about, like, this is actually affecting people's lives. And I get it. Some people do say some fucked up shit on the internet. I've seen it, especially down south. There's some people that will say that. But I think the cancel culture is just people getting used to the internet and still having that needing their ego stroked from
you're exactly right.
Like or comment.
Right. It's all about, I broke this news, pat me on the back.
Boom. That's it.
Great point.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I watched this guy, and I recommend you have to check this man out. You would love it. He's a comedian, Tim Dillon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
He's got his own podcast on YouTube and, of course, streaming everywhere. Go watch one of the latest episodes. Do yourself a favor. He is hysterical. And he, not too long ago with this COVID stuff, he was talking about all I look forward to is giving worse news to my friends and family before they hear about it. That's exactly what that's all. That's the only joy anyone's getting out of this quarantine shit.
Yeah.
It's just hearing about bad news and spreading it around your inner circle as quickly as possible and seeing everybody like, oh no. And you're just like,
yeah, because people eat that shit up, man. Like if you go, hey man, they just built a new school for the blind over in Sandersville. Everybody's like, okay. And then like, dude, did you hear that this guy cut this other dude's leg off and ate it over in Sandersville? And they're like, fucking shit, man. Fuck this guy, blah, blah, blah. Sending out all kinds of stuff. 100%. Let's get together and talk about,
Oh, yeah.
Let's go to his job and get him fired.
Yeah, people are addicted to drama.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, can you blame them though? The news, the media does it to them. The only stories the media and the news put out is dramatic, crazy headlines and stuff. So
it's never anything good. Like the Good Samaritan stuff or anything good that happens is like literally the last 10 seconds of a newscast.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, look, something nice happened today. And then the next show comes on, it's like, COVID-19 killed 112 billion people on Earth.
I mean,
today. It's like, what?
Well, that is true. But if you think about it, that is because the people, like, you can blame the media all day. They do perpetuate it. But
they're giving the people what they want.
Yeah, if the people weren't eating it up, they would. If every time someone posted a picture of a cute puppy, everybody liked it and went and looked at all the ads and bought the T-shirts, I guarantee you the news would be full of puppies and shit. That's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's a strange time we're living in.
It's interesting, though. I mean, it's not as like, I think people kind of want it to be like as life-changing as like the 60s was with the, I think the people, some people want to think that they're doing like the same thing as like the hippies, like love and peace, man. I don't know if it's as serious as it was. Maybe it wasn't serious back then and we just romanticized it. I don't know, but.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
it actually was. Yeah, it was pretty serious, but we also do romanticize it larger than it actually was. So it's kind of it's like a little column A, a little column B.
Yeah.
But
yeah, especially civil rights, it was crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, the complete segregation of races was just insane.
Like straight up, like you can't use this bathroom or this water fountain, or we will fucking put you in jail or beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
That is insane.
I
mean,
could, like,
it's
I don't know, like, and that was just normal for people that back then. I could, like, it's so fucking weird that, that you could look at another human and just be like, I'm better than you because
Yeah.
of the way my skin is colored. That's so fucking weird to me.
It's very, very strange.
And some, I don't know, I guess there's people still, you know, out there doing that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
I
think
mean, and there always will be.
Yeah.
I mean, I really hate to say it that way, but there always will be. I mean, it's just I think that's just part of like the human condition. You know, like
Yeah.
you gotta feel superior to somebody.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I mean, you think about the whole, you know, aliens, little gray aliens with the big heads. One of the theories is like that's humans in the future. So like eventually there is no color anymore because we're all just like one human, you know, and we just turn gray and we don't use our bodies because we're using computers. So our heads get big, but our bodies get real small, and we're just like time traveling back. That's what aliens are. Boom.
Trying to help ourselves.
Yeah, that's great.
Then they'll probably hate, be like, man, your spaceship is around. We use y'all. Do you watch Rick and Morty?
I never watched Rick and Morty.
I don't.
Yeah, there's a episode where they're like, they hate, like, it's playing off that, but like one of them has like nipples that go down this way, and the other ones have like regular nipples, and they're like, you got sideways nipples. You know, it's crazy that. Talking about how dumb it is to separate by how someone looks or whatever.
No.
Well, you know what's funny? It's like it's ingrained in the human species, though, to be tribal. So even football, even a stupid game, people are like, you wear different colors and you're from a different part of the state. Oh, we hate you.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude,
what?
Some people really do get like, like ridiculous over football.
Oh, yeah. Crazy over football. It's the same thing, but you think about that in every sport. Of course, people are so tribal just naturally. I think, you know. I mean, it's a natural thing, but we have to use our intelligence to overcome that tendency, I guess, you know.
Yeah.
The thing of wanting to be a part of something.
Yeah.
You're trying to be a part of something, like, you know.
Yeah, people want to be a part of something, be in a group.
Yeah.
Religion, I guess, is also the same way.
Religion. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
You can think of anything that humans do, and it's like you can tie tribalism into it in some fashion. I think.
Well, yeah, I mean,
even like diets, like people who are vegan,
yeah.
only meat eaters, paleo. Those people that do that hardcore, believe in it wholeheartedly, and they're like, vegans are wrong. They're idiots.
Yeah.
And the vegans are like, you are murderers.
Yeah.
We hate you. And not all of them are like that, but but people get so one-sided and tribal so easily.
Yeah.
yes, they do. Like, this isn't really like tribal, but the whole like vegans, like, how do you know who is a vegan or something? I don't know the joke when he's like, because they told you in the first 5 seconds or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Like, I always kind
I
of
know
thought
what
that
you're
was.
talking about. I know the joke. It's like how do you know if someone's a vegan or an atheist? They're gonna tell you within the first 5 seconds of meeting them.
Yeah, like I always kind of thought, that's funny. But I ran into this guy that was like doing CrossFit, and every time I see him, he mentions it. Even like I'll be like walking by him, and I'll just hear like, "Yeah, it's kind of just like CrossFit, you know, when you're eating ice cream."
I'm talking about changing the tire on my truck.
Yeah, he's like, so here's how you get to the Walmart. You go up here and turn like you would CrossFit. Like, see, when I'm CrossFitting, because I CrossFit, I turn right as I'm CrossFitting. And it's the same thing. It's like, but I guess everybody wants to brag about what they're doing sometimes. But CrossFit and veganism and atheism are some of the most what I talked about. I guess, I don't know. It's an obscure thing, maybe.
Yeah. Did you hear? Have you watched the maybe the second to last Joe Rogan stand-up special on Netflix where he talked about the vegan cat?
Oh
my gosh.
Oh man.
He said he went down a rabbit hole. He had it. I forget. Oh yeah, he posted a post of his elk steak or whatever that he was eating, and then this woman commented that some crazy thing, and she had vegan in her name. So it was like late at night, and he was like high, and he was just like whatever, and he goes he goes to her page and he starts looking at her pictures, and she has a cat in some of them, and she has #vegan_cat. He's like, what? So he clicks on #vegan_cat, and there is a community of people that don't feed meat to their cat. That is, and cats are 100% carnivorous. And they're feeding them like salad, and they're like, and he's like,
the cats are like,
after 4 years, he's like, after 4 years, they're like, R.I.P. Mr. Fluffy.
Yeah.
You fed your cat fucking salad.
Yeah. You fed your cat nothing that had meat or nutrients in it at all that
God.
they need.
People do that with their kids and stuff too, man. Like,
yeah.
It's a hobby, but he was an escape artist.
Yeah, that's an escapist.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't really know anybody who's like, now you see me, now you don't, and like,
yeah,
Chris
just
Angel.
pop up in random places.
Chris Angel did that shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was fake. It was all fake. Chris Benoit posted a video of him like jumping a dune buggy or something like that, like into a canyon, but there was a helicopter floating there, and he was like, I've got the camera on so that it's watching or whatever. And like there's like multiple cameras watching, and like as he went up the ramp, they blew up this fire, and it was totally like CG, like basic, like it looked like it was made by a teenager, like that put fake fire in their video, pops up over the screen, and then he's sitting in the helicopter, and you're like, how'd he do it? How the fuck did he do it? Could they have like it was so obvious. It was funny though. Because when I was little, I was like, dude, Chris Angel is a badass. But I didn't realize that wasn't like a real camera. Like it was like a setup. They were like, hey guys, do you want to be in a magic show? Pretend that I didn't just put this in my pocket and act surprised.
Yeah. What about David Blaine? What do you think about him?
David Blaine's possessed by the devil or something. He's got
sorcerer.
I think that guy's legit. Like he's got some legit demons in there.
His looks against people.
Yeah,
okay. Dude. There was one he came out on stage, and he was like, he drank like some water or something, and then like he started talking, and then he spit the water out, and then like spit more water out, and then he spits a fucking frog out of his mouth.
Oh yeah.
And he had like, I guess on another video he was talking about how he did it, and the motherfucker just literally swallowed a frog. He trained to learn how to swallow a frog and not kill it and not go down like into the stomach, I guess, but just hold a frog in his body somehow and drink water, and then spit the water back out without spitting the frog up, and talk and move around and shit, and then spit the frog out of his mouth.
That's dedication, man.
Dude, those regurgitators are insane.
That's what I'm saying. There's something wrong with that guy. There's something.
Like, no, I mean, like, I'm just like, I've seen some other ones where like they'll swallow a lock, a ring, and then swallow the key, and then like whenever they'll just be like, whoop, and then like it'll come back up, and like the ring will be on the lock, and the key will be in the bottom of it, and it's like, how do you put that on there inside your body?
There's some good tricks out there, man.
Like,
amazing.
Like people were like swallowing a bunch of pool ball, like billiard balls. Yeah. And they'll be like, "Which one you got on the seat? 8 ball?" And they're like, "There you go." It's like, what are you doing?
What do you want to be when you grow up, Billy? I want to swallow pool balls and frogs.
Freak people out.
Yes. So
and they're completely dry when they come up too.
Got to be an illusion, man.
It's got to. Like, I mean,
you got to be hiding behind their hand.
Completely dry. See, that's something I wouldn't have noticed. That takes a keen eye.
I asked other people, man.
That came out. As it came out, I thought about it, but
dude, that's awesome.
I was like, wait, what is the
bone dry?
This pool ball dry or coated with some kind of saliva? I must know this. Prove the trick.
I mean,
nah,
like, I
dude,
feel like
you
if
know
I
it's
did it,
real.
it'd be
The
like
balls
you
would
stuck
dry.
to it or something.
What?
Sorry,
So you
anyway.
know the trick is real because the balls came up dry as fuck. They were bone dry.
Bone
it's
dry
real.
ball.
It's
Gotta be
real.
real.
Real person. Serious.
Absolutely. Were you a fan of Magic growing up?
Hell yeah! I used to put on
Loved it.
little magic shows for my parents. wasn't very
Yeah,
good
yeah.
at it, but
Yeah,
card
It's,
tricks.
it's amazing. It's amazing how good some of these guys are. You can't tell they're doing stuff. It's all just trickery.
Mm-hmm.
It's,
Well,
it's
like,
incredible.
The thing about magic is like if you ever watch like Penn and Teller, they give away their tricks a lot of the times. Like they'll show how they do it, and then like it's more of like this club that everybody's in, and everybody kind of knows how everything works. So like if you ever watched Penn and Teller Fool Us, it's like a
Yeah.
Yeah.
like they can tell because like these tricks that everybody does. That's why they know, like, we know what you did because we're not going to tell everybody, but we know what it is because we're like in the Magicians Guild or something. So it's pretty in depth, more than just like somebody figuring out how to flip a card. It's like something that has been trained and perfected, and they work on these like single like magic card tricks for years and years. Years.
And they come up with like inventions. They come up with like inventions that appear to be something, but they're actually just a invention that they made to make the trick possible.
Yeah, like a little clip that clips on a card and it pulls it up the sleeve and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Or like boxes, they'll have these boxes and putting balls in it, and they've like engineered these things. These boxes that they're using for the trick. Even though they look like a normal box or whatever.
Yeah, it's interesting stuff. It's look. Speaking of Chris Angel, there was a video. I'm sure they've taken it off YouTube by now, but there was a show called Phenomenon back in like 2007 or something, and it was like American Idol but for magicians. So like they auditioned and they picked like 20 of them, and then they all did tricks every week or whatever. And Chris Angel's whole thing was like, I can like. Everything's fake, like real magic doesn't exist, kind of thing. And they had Uri Geller on there, and y'all know who Uri Geller is? It's the guy that would bend spoons, and Johnny Carson had him on the show, and completely like he was like, "Hey, instead of bending that spoon, bend this spoon that I brought out." And he couldn't do it because he was using fake spoons, and Johnny Carson just outed him in front of the entire country for lying about having psychic powers. So Chris Angel, like this guy came on and said he was actually talking to spirits or something. And Chris Angel goes, look, I got this thing, this little piece of paper here. And he said, if you can guess what's written on this, I will give you $1 million if you can use your psychic powers. He goes, and you too, Uri. I got 2 of them, held him up, and the guy like tried to fight him and stuff. They got pissed off. But somebody went back and reanalyzed the video where Uri Geller starts talking, and he goes, look, me and you are born on this day. We were born 11 years apart, something like that. And as he's talking, you think he's just kind of rambling, but he was describing what was in that note, but he just didn't say it out loud. It was really fucking weird. I don't know if it's still on YouTube, but he described it was not. He had 9/11, like the Twin Towers, and the 2 numbers that he used were like we're 9 years, and it didn't make sense what he was saying. He was just like, "Hey man, we're 9 years apart," and blah blah blah. But what he said was essentially 9/11. That's what's on it, and he answered it, but it was weird. I don't know.
That's weird.
It was really fucking weird. Maybe they are psychic. Maybe he's psychic.
What do I search for to find that?
I guess like Phenomenon, Uri Geller. I don't know. It's been a while since I saw it. You know what? I have the internet right here.
The internets. We got the interwebs. Internets.
Yeah, I got the internet. Not a big deal.
So
You're balling over there.
Balling, pretty rich.
So we were talking about the Magicians Guild. Here's another dad joke for you.
Uh-oh.
Would they be called the Illusionati?
That was a rim shot.
It's so funny, Drew.
They're illusionists.
Let's see.
I'm gonna get.
Do they do naughty illusions?
No, that's a.
But first, there's a
Skinamax.
Here it is. It says
Skin of Magic.
Chris Angel gets owned by Uri Geller.
another pressing question America needs answering.
Hang on.
What is inside Chris Angel's envelopes? Chris,
Can you hear that?
it's over to you.
We're going to reveal one of the envelopes. The other envelope will be revealed on the premiere episode.
Challenged me one. We were born one day apart. I was born on the 20th of December and you on the 19th. There's a lot of
I told you that, correct?
lot of years between us, 40 years. You were 1 year old when I came out with my spoon bending.
I guess this is a no.
And I wish
We're
you
live
a
on
lot of
NBC.
success for
We
40
need to know
years.
what's in.
Did you hear what he said?
No, didn't make it out.
Well, essentially, he said, we are 19 years apart, and you were 1 year old when I came out with my spoon bending. And then he opens up the paper, and it says 9/11 on it, which could be a stretch. But, I mean, it's called Chris Angel Gets Owned by Uri Geller. And it's got words on it. Spooky. Huh?
I just think it's funny. Like Chris Angel. Like, has anyone heard anything out of that guy in like 5-6 years or more?
No.
He just disappeared.
Well, I guess everybody got tired of the fake. I don't know what you call that. Like tough guy. Is he a tough guy or like a? I don't know.
He's
Like
like a fake-
motorcycle
he's like a fake
riding
rocker.
kind of. But yeah, rocker. I guess. Yeah.
He's like a fake metal guy or something like that. Like
That's
he
weird.
looked like he would be the lead singer or lead guitarist of like some really big mainstream metal band.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have y'all noticed? Maybe I've said this before that all rock cover bands, like especially like the bigger successful ones, are literally just like Motley. They just dress just like Motley Crue. Every one of them.
Yep.
I didn't realize that till I saw the movie that came out on Netflix of Motley Crue, and I was like, that's why everybody dresses like this. Like they all dress like straight up Motley Crue.
Yeah, like 80s hair bands kind of
Yeah,
style.
it's like Motley Crue was the hair band of the hair bands. You know,
I don't mind some of Motley Crue's stuff. I mean, I don't like all of it, but some of it's pretty good.
I can't stand Vince Neil's voice.
Well, to me, when I go back and listen to like Axl Rose sing, I never listened to that music. But the first, like, I heard Jack Black sing like that as a joke. Like that's like his Tenacious D joke voice, like, you know. And so now when I hear it, like Axl Rose singing it, all I think of is like Jack Black making a fake, and I'm like, they sound just like Jack Black, so I can't take it serious. None of that music.
I don't know if he still is, but I think Axl Rose is the lead singer of AC/DC now.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I already at least did a tour. I think he did a tour with them.
Yeah, maybe it was just like maybe it was just a tour, but I know he sang for them for a little while.
AC/DC singer.
His ears are shot.
Yeah.
I don't see how his throat isn't shot.
Yeah.
AC/DC.
Yeah, Guns N' Roses and AC/DC, they both had that similar vocal style, in that it was
High pitch,
kind of a
screamy thing.
yeah, but it was like this raspy falsetto.
It's like it's a really hard push.
Here.
Yeah, you're
There it is.
it's like you're trying to do a cartoon character's voice, like when you're an adult.
That's
man.
what it.
You know what I'm talking about.
That's exactly. That's all I could picture when I hear it. I cannot take that grown man singing like that seriously. Which I'll probably get a lot of hate for that, but I cannot take that singing seriously.
Well, it's like who naturally sings?
Nobody.
You know,
No one naturally sings like that in their chest voice, or there's some singers that sing like in a mixed voice kind of style, but it doesn't sound like that. That sounds like a cartoon character.
It does.
The they can get away with it is I don't know his last name. I think his first name is Dexter from Offspring. Like, that dude has just shout sang for like 30 years.
I had somebody tell me that he doesn't sing, he just yells at different volumes, which are the different notes. So if he wants to hit a different note, he just yells louder, and if he wants to hit a lower note, he just yells a little softer, which is kind of what he's doing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Very true.
He yells in key.
He yells in key.
Yeah, the AC/DC and Guns N' Roses, they're essentially like, the old creepy like pedophile man from Family Guy.
Yeah.
It's pretty much that voice.
Back in Blaine.
The little rasp.
Oh my God, I would love to hear her.
It's Herbert the Pervert could fill in for any of the 80s metal bands.
Yeah.
100%. Just add some rasp.
Sweet
I
Jesus.
can't do the S whistle. If I could do the S whistle, I'd have a perfect Herbert.
7 Saudi Arabian settlements. Super.
That's the funniest character, man.
You have to practice the tongue whistle. The S whistle.
I don't have enough teeth for it.
I don't know if you need teeth.
You definitely need teeth.
You gotta have teeth for it. Gums and lip don't work.
Sweet
It just
Jesus. Super Sunday.
It's all about tongue placement on the roof of the mouth.
Yeah, Mike Solman told me, he said, because he could do it, and I was like, man, how do you do it? And he's like, look, just start like doing it, and then like after a month, you'll just be able to do it perfect. And I was like, shut up. And then
we can do it.
Now I can do it. Super.
I need to practice that.
Yeah, in a month, you'll be able to do it.
All right, I'll start practicing it daily.
Yeah, just.
I'll do it morning, noon, and night.
Just wake up with a regiment, 30 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes after lunch. It's like, what are you doing?
Surgery center, S whistling all day.
Yeah.
I'm learning how to be, mildly funny for 5 seconds at some point in my life. I'll be able to do this.
Yes.
So, look, I have Reddit pulled up here.
Okay.
All right.
Reddit.
And I'm on the subreddit called Would You Rather.
Okay. Oh, boy.
This is going to be good. So, would you rather the world end in a zombie apocalypse or an alien invasion?
Oh.
I know my answer straight off the bat.
I do too.
Aliens.
Yep.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I don't know, man. I go zombies.
Zombies? Why?
Zombies. Dude, you don't know what aliens are after. They might be trying to put shit up your ass.
But you're going to die anyway.
Yeah, it's over. It doesn't matter.
I don't know.
Zombies.
Well, that's true. That's true.
There's a chance that the aliens will take you to their planet.
That's true.
Yeah.
Zombies are just going to ruin everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it'd be we can argue about the death you would get, potential death you could have from each one, and a zombie death. Ooh, that's brutal.
I wouldn't know.
Versus just getting like zapped by a laser gun.
I would much rather be zapped and disintegrated than made a buffet for a bunch of walking corpses.
I would just prefer to know that aliens are real.
Yeah,
that's my main reasoning.
I honestly think they are anyway.
Well, yeah, right.
I mean, I always have.
I do. I hope. I don't know if they are, but I hope they are.
But here's the question: is space fake?
Look, I can go deep into that.
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying I think it's fake, but I know the theories.
Do you?
Yeah.
I know them all.
Well, here's the question I have: if space is fake, what's Tesla or not Tesla? What's
Musk?
What's Elon Musk doing? Like what? I mean, what is he doing? He wants to go. What does he get flying rockets to? A pretend place?
Well, maybe he's doing all that just to further the guise of.
Who is he? Is he some kind of like CIA operative that makes us an illusion to make us want to believe space is real?
Let me ask you this: where was Elon Musk 10 years ago?
I have no
I
idea.
don't know the history of Musk.
How did
Like,
how did this motherfucker just become the biggest, like, richest, smartest guy on the
Yeah.
planet out of fucking nowhere? He was just like, Bill Gates has been around since I was a child. I've always heard the name Bill Gates.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they're like, oh yeah, the Tony Stark guy. And you're like, no, the guy that built electric cars that drive by themselves and he's launching rockets to the moon. You're like,
Dude,
who the fuck
that
is
was
this
the
guy?
exact-
And then he's just
that was the
there.
exact- oh, sorry.
He's from
My bad.
Africa or something. He's from like somewhere in
South
Africa.
Africa or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows? Nobody knows.
See, that's what I've been wondering. Cause like I thought maybe he was like in Switzerland, where like the Lucerne super collider was or whatever. Like I thought that might have been where he came from.
Who knows? He's a CI operative, man. He's
Yeah.
deep. He's deep.
Yeah, you can't. I mean,
That is a really good question. Like, he just popped up out of nowhere. It's
yeah.
like,
Well,
Didn't he though?
No, yeah, I'm sorry, I got excited a while ago. Like, dude, that's exactly how he was described to me. They were like Elon Musk, and I was like, who? And they were like, Tony Stark, basically. I was like, have an Iron Man? And they're like, no, he's just an inventor. And he's like, blah, blah. I'm like, well, where is he? Where is this guy been?
He's got a project. It's called the Dumb Project, and he's somehow LA let him build tunnels underneath LA to ease traffic.
Mm-hmm.
the boring company.
Boring.
Yeah, the boring
Dumb
company.
is his.
Yeah.
Doesn't he have something called Dumb? Maybe that's his little. He built a flamethrower. He was selling flamethrowers. Maybe that's.
Called not a flamethrower.
Yeah, not a flamethrower.
Yeah.
Maybe the company was dumb.
Dumb.
Dumb products or something.
Something like that.
Yeah, he started PayPal, right?
Did he?
Yeah, that's how he started. So he's a tech genius guy. So he was one of the guys with PayPal, and they sold PayPal, and he made like, so tens of millions of dollars. And then that's when he was like, well, my actual, what do you want to call it? My interest is not really PayPal. It's space and inventing things. So he just invested it all in that. Started his own company.
So you just ruined all the fun.
Yep. It's just a tech genius that really got lucky.
Just ruined all the damn fun. We were having a good time thinking Elon Musk was the Antichrist coming out of South Africa.
And then here you come, shit clown.
With your facts.
Shell the show with facts.
Facts and information.
Facts are no fun.
God, I swear.
Oh man, can't have it.
You're for some reason. Let me see. Your audio turned to like all mids.
All mids?
There we go.
That's weird.
It's
Oh,
back.
Better?
Sometimes it does that. Like it sounds like you're talking to a megaphone. And now it's back. Now it's back doing the megaphone.
What?
There we go. Now it's all lows.
Where in the world?
Elon Musk
He
heard that shit.
No, I don't want you doing this to him.
Have you heard about this? How about now? Sound okay?
No.
No?
Oh wait, there we go.
No?
There it is.
Better?
Yeah.
Telling you, man.
Okay.
Muskie's messing with us, dude.
Have you heard about what their, I don't know, SpaceX is developing this? One of his companies is developing the Neuralink. You hear about
Yes.
that? Yes, it's crazy. Man.
What's the Neuralink?
Creepy stuff. Like
Neuralink is kind of like it's making pretty much like a Bluetooth cell phone kind of device that they implant in your skull. They cut out a circle in your skull, implant the device, restitch your scalp and everything there, and you can't even tell it's there. And it's got Bluetooth and everything, like a battery that's going to last like years. It's in development now, and he's talking about that it eventually will help people with like brain disorders, seizure disorders.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, okay. That's cool. I was
But
thinking it was like,
that's not all.
then?
Like,
What after that?
yeah, it can do like I think like people that are blind, it can fix. I don't know what the fuck it's doing in there, but it can like
refocus
fix
or something.
the I don't know.
Optic nerve.
Yeah.
Optic nerve.
And like
And that's what he's saying, that it could send electrical signals to certain nerves, so potentially it could heal someone's blindness or even heal a paralyzed, like a paraplegic,
Yeah.
or quadriplegic person. But I don't know if that, that's what he says. Who knows if that's true?
you know,
It's
in
just not proven.
I would just feel like an endangered species. Like, oh, I'm tagged now.
there's a Futurama where like they start getting ads in their dreams. Like when they dream, it's an ad. That's what Elon Musk is putting in our heads.
That's what it'll be. Google will be paying him to put ads in our brains at night.
But
that's what Elon Musk watched Futurama in the late 90s and went, that's what I want to do with my life. I want to invent this world.
that's you can get creeped out by technology and shit, but to me, like I like to think of it as good, and that could be really badass. Like controlling shit with your mind. Like,
he says that
Netflix. Are you still watching? You just go.
Just think it. Fuck yes, I am.
Like, you don't have to get up out under your blanket or nothing. You're just like.
Yep.
Actually, I want to watch.
You just gotta, you're literally like.
I wish I could do the bewitched like nose twitch thing.
Yeah,
because that's what it'd be like. Oh, okay.
Do you imagine the internet arguments? Like, if you didn't have to actually type on a phone, you'd just be like, "This motherfucker." It just.
Yeah.
Dude, I saw a thing a long time ago. It was actually on Oprah. That shows you the kind of channels I had growing up. It was on Oprah, and this guy didn't have an arm from like here down. And so what they did, and it makes complete sense, like they took all the like nerve connectings or whatever and pulled them out and put them into like his muscle in his breast. And then, so whenever he and then put a robot arm here, so that would move the muscles here. So whenever he thought about moving his finger, his actual, like whatever that is that controls his finger moving, the muscle that was going from here would move a muscle in his chest, which would then move the finger on the robot. So the guy could literally control the robot with his mind. That makes sense?
Yeah, that's...
So he could like do, I'm sure it wasn't like as nimble. He couldn't play guitar, but he could like pick things up and move his fingers by like he would if it was his real hand.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's coming. Crazy stuff like that's coming. With that, if that Neuralink works like that, it's gonna be insane.
You can live forever, man.
You can be able to, live forever and like upload jiu-jitsu. You just can be like choking people out.
Dude, wouldn't that be sick though? Like, hey man,
yeah, literally like kung fu, like the Matrix.
Well,
I know kung fu,
but isn't there something to having to learn something? Like, would you give a shit about a badass guitar player if they downloaded it off the internet? I mean, we don't care that people that use auto-tune were like, that's not real singing. You just put a plug-in on it, right?
Yeah.
If someone now you're like, hey man, what song is that you're playing? He's like, I don't know, I just download
it. Exactly. Like, it's going to ruin everything if it gets to that point somehow. If it eventually gets to that point, it's going to ruin everything.
Yeah.
Like you'll be able to do anything, but it won't be special because everyone can do it.
Yeah. I guess it would just be like the creation aspect, I guess.
Now, I will say one thing that would be cool about it would be learning different languages. Because screw having to actually sit there and learn it over time. Just be like, flap. All right, now I'm 3 more languages.
Yeah, they're saying that potentially, if you can communicate. I think he mentioned that in the podcast he was on, talking about the Neuralink, that would translation would just happen. I mean, wirelessly, minds, like you could speak to each other without words and communicate at a much faster rate. I mean, what the fuck? What crazy stuff here, man?
Dude, here's what would happen to me. I'd be sitting there, and my wife would be like, "You need to go do this," and be like, in my head, I'd be like, "Whatever, shut up." Whack is what would happen to me, because she'd be like, "I can hear you, bitch."
If that's possible, how do you draw the line between what you're thinking and what you want to say without actually saying it?
Well, see, that's when you get into like that's how you can thought police. You know, it's like, I committed this crime, so let's go bust him now.
Minority Report.
Like,
Y'all are going into megaphone mode again.
oh man,
We're just here. We're just chilling.
yeah, nothing's happening.
I haven't done anything either, man.
It's beautiful on our end.
Man, I mean, sometimes you just want to go, you know.
That helped. Last time that helped.
I don't know.
That helped. Did that help?
No.
What's going on? What is going on?
It's like bringing one note out. It's like, hmm.
What?
It sounds weird as hell.
You need to reconnect?
Try reconnecting.
How about now?
It's better.
Right.
Gatorade, H2O.
Needle dick. Needle dick.
Man, that's one of the best movies.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, I just love Adam Sandler movies. They're ridiculous, and they're not meant to be amazing movies. They're just entertaining to me.
They're meant to be stupid.
For the most part, most of it.
I think some of those movies, and I'll probably get some hate for this, but like Ace Ventura, when I was a kid, I remember laughing so hard, like I couldn't breathe at the part where he's doing the shadow puppets on that dude.
Oh, yeah.
I just remember laughing so hard. And
I will see you.
I went back and watched it, and it wasn't as funny as I thought it was back in the
Well,
day.
I have a theory on this. I have a theory on all this. So it's called the cheese filter. Okay.
Yeah?
So can you hear me?
Yeah?
Okay. So when you're young, everything's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what age. I think it's different for certain people. At some point, you turn a certain age and it starts wearing off, and you start developing a cheese filter.
Yeah.
But before that, you don't have a cheese filter. So everything that comes at you, even this cheesy as shit, it's just like, this is awesome and hilarious.
This is funny.
And then eventually, you start sensing the cheese, or you can filter the cheese out, and you're like, this is terrible. Like so many movies or shows that I liked when I was a kid, go back and watch them just like you're talking about.
Yeah.
You watch them again, you're like, how did I ever like this? This is shitty. And like, it's because kids don't have cheese filters, man.
That's what it is.
I mean, there's still some people I know that don't have cheese filters as like adults.
That's me, right here.
You're like
I have a very slight cheese filter.
like adults.
Yeah.
He still rocks the wrestling and stuff, which is,
Yeah.
people are lifelong wrestling fans.
Somebody explained that to me, and I was like, look, it's not real. We know it's not real. And somebody's like, yeah, we know it's not real. It's about it's like a soap opera. And I was like,
soap opera for men.
oh, and I was like, oh, well, that makes sense. I mean, I don't care for it, but
yeah, I don't care for it.
Oh, my buddy and I, we came up with a great idea for it. It's battle opera.
Battle opera.
That's what we dubbed it.
Yeah.
Battle opera.
Yeah. It's like the context. You have to know the context. But I never liked it. I feel like, here's a question. Has anyone ever, as an adult, became a professional wrestling fan from not being one?
Like a 30-year-old's like,
so.
dude, I love this
possible?
now.
Yeah, I think it has to carry over from childhood.
Oh, yeah,
it's impossible to be like 25 and check it out. You'd be like, yeah, I'm getting into this now.
Well,
no, like 30.
When I was
you're at 30.
When I was in like elementary school, it was real big. Back when it was like Sting and The Undertaker and Kane,
Stone Cold,
Rock, yeah, Goldberg, and it was real big. And everybody talked about it, and I had like the toys and stuff, but we didn't have a way to watch it, so I never actually got to watch it. And one day we were on vacation, and there was a match on, and I was like, hell yeah, I get to watch it. And I was like, why is he just standing there? Like other kids at school would talk about like Goldberg gave him the spear, gave him the DDT, and I was like, yeah, that's sick. But then when I watched it, I was like, why is he just standing there waiting for him to pick him up? And I couldn't figure out like he'd punch him. I was like, he didn't hit him. What is going on here? And that's when I was like, started questioning what the hell is really going on. Cause
you felt betrayed by it.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Yeah,
I was like,
I've always felt the same way when I watch it too. I'm too like analytical about stuff. So even from a kid, I was like, this is not, it's not even sort of real. Like a movie at least looks real.
Yeah, they pretend. I mean, movies fake boxing matches and
fine.
Like Jackie Chan movies. Why can't a billion-dollar industry make it a little more real?
Well, I'll say this. I got 3 letters for you. NXT. That stuff, there's some legit hitting going on in that. And I say that as a lifelong fan. And yes, you're right about the past, but yeah, those dudes in NXT, man, I've seen dudes get clocked. I'm talking straight jacked, man, and then they have to stand up. They're getting back up, they're like, oh.
Have you seen the video where they're like in a gym and there's some wrestlers there and this guy stands up and he's like, it's still real to me, damn it. And he starts crying.
Yeah, dude.
I'm going to play that right. I'm going to play that right here. I'm going to play
it's
right
here.
Yeah, I know they rehearse those moves, and I guess it's a safety thing. Like they have to be set up perfectly to execute them. So,
there's a lot of that stuff you can. Yeah,
those guys. They're doing crazy stunts. I can at least say that they're jumping off the top ropes, from 10 feet up in the air, landing on their elbow on someone.
One time,
so crazy and athletic.
One time when I used to work at Lowe's, this guy he worked there too, and he was having a crawfish boil at his house. So we went out there, and everybody's hanging out, drinking and stuff, and then all of a sudden they're like, you can hear them talking about let's do a match or something. I'm like, okay, and they go out back, and these motherfuckers have a legit full-size wrestling ring in the backyard, and we're doing shit.
What? That was my cousin. My cousin.
Was it?
Dalton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was him. I was like, what the fuck, man? You got a wrestling ring? And they're like they'll stand on the corner, and they're both like this, and he picks him up over his head, so they're head to head, but kind of like a handstand on the other one, and then just fall off. And then
he's so big into it. He's actually going to start a little professional wrestling locally.
Oh,
of course, when all this COVID stuff. But he's actually using a Nothing Faded song as his intro.
Yeah,
yeah, pretty cool.
That's funny.
But he's hilarious. I remember being. He's about 6 years younger than me, and I remember being at Christmas, celebrations and get-togethers. And he'd be 8, and I was 15 or something, and he would ask me to powerbomb him on the ground. And I would just destroy powerbomb him, and choke slam him on the grass, and he'd just yeah, do it again.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. You got to know how to take your bump, man.
Yeah, he's always been into it.
My older sister had a boyfriend that was really into it, and he would take me and my brother and jackknife powerbomb us onto a mattress. And it was a mattress, and it didn't feel good at all. It was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Like, here,
exactly. Like, think about those grown, and like when you're a kid, everything, nothing hurts, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you know, as a grown man, some of these men are like in their 30s, in their 40s, and they're getting just slammed down. I bet that freaking hurts, dude. No matter how fake it is, it still hurts.
Oh,
yeah.
It's tough to do.
But that paycheck, though, I bet they get paid all right.
Yeah. Yes. You get famous enough.
Yeah, I was about to say, it depends on how many asses you can put in the seats, honestly.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, I guess that's up to Vince McMahon on how popular you are, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Because he'll be hot and cold on people constantly. Like, he'll give somebody a push, which means, you know, I'm going to push them, they'll get a title shot. And, like, I've seen so many of these guys, like, they're winning, and then all of a sudden just lose completely over and over, just get buried. And it's just like, what happened?
He asked him to do something, and they refused. He's like, "You want that belt?
You got to do it.
You got to do it."
Nah, most of these guys, they'll basically do whatever they've got to you know, to get. Not like, I mean,
no offense.
Yeah. You know what I want, kid. Now give it to me.
Give McMahon what he wants, and you
ever jumped off of something 20 foot high before, pal? Well, guess what? Tonight you're gonna do it. No. What? I'll do it. I'll go do it right now, and he will. That's the thing. Is like Vince McMahon's like 73 years old, and he recently took a bump off of the top of their skyscraper building that they're headquartered onto a big airbag just to go. Look, I can do it. Anybody can. Like, that is no lie.
Hardcore man.
Yeah. Oh, there's all kinds of reports from back in the day. Like, they'd go to a bar. Like, him and a bunch of the boys would go to a bar and just be drinking and doing, you know, whatever else. And Vince would literally just start chest chopping people and go, "Give me your finisher now!" Like, on the floor of the bar. And, like, he took, like, everybody's finisher at a bar one night and just kept drinking and having fun. Like,
that sounds.
So, I mean, it's kind of one of those things of
suspect.
Oh, no,
give me your finisher.
Numerous, like, guys in interviews talking about it.
No, we're talking about from a sexual standpoint. We're talking about the sexual.
Oh, no.
Everybody's drinking at the bar, and he's like, "Give me your finisher."
All you all you big hulking men, touch me and throw me on the ground.
I want to be down.
Go ahead. Finish it.
Yeah, finish me.
But no, you know, like I would say move gonna dig the hole further, you know.
Yeah. Put the move on me.
I'll drive me. Power bomb me.
Yeah.
Give me the old DP. DLD. I'm gonna get that on a shirt. Finish me. Off.
Put it off on the back.
And then, like, it'll say Vince McMahon, like smaller underneath.
Yeah. No quote.
That's good. That's a good one. That's a good idea. It's a great idea.
Yeah, we should do it. We'd make $1 million. Let's do it.
Yeah,
I'm doing it.
We'll make $1 million.
I'm putting it in right now.
All right, load it.
It's on
load it in.
It's on order.
Okay. 500 shirts.
500 count.
Wow, they're already sold.
Oh, okay, awesome.
It says here Vince McMahon bought 3.
Lots of Super XLs. What are wrestling fans notoriously huge?
Most, yeah.
Most.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
I mean, you saw the It's Still Real to Me, damn it, guy.
No.
I'm pretty sure he's about a 3X.
He was hefty. Hoss.
Yeah.
That's
Hoss of a man.
Hog money.
Full figured.
Yeah, full figure. BBM.
Hey.
He's a noble potato.
Oh my gosh.
Big, beautiful man. That's another shirt. BBM.
BBM.
That's another shirt. Upload it. Put it in. Order it.
I remember when
BBM.
that was
Finish
Blackberry
me.
Messenger.
We got all. Yeah, finish me off.
Finish me off.
Me off. Me off.
You know those fake names? My favorite one is whenever I get a telemarketer, which is 5,000 times a day.
Yeah.
They'll get my first name and I'll say it's Hugh. And no, better than that. The last name is Janus. And what I do, what I do is I get them. I say, I'll get them because they'll ask it. They never say like, "What's your full name?" They go, "What's your first name?" And I'll say, Hugh, Hugh, and they go, "And your last name?" I'll say it's Janus, Jaynes. And then I go, and I'll say, "Hey, can you repeat that back to me? I just want to make sure you got the right name." And they'll say, one of them, one time she kept saying it. She would go, I was like, "What was it?" She goes, "Hugh Janus." And I was like, "Right? Say it again." She's like, "Hugh Janus." I was like, "You get it? You get it here?" She's like, "I don't get it." I was like, "Hugh Janus. Hugh Janus." I was like, and she's like, and she's to get it. I was like, "Come on, that's funny." I was like, "You call 1,000 people a day. That's a funny name. Like, at least laugh. You know, I'm not going to actually buy anything." And then she hung up on me. But if you can get them to say it back, it's hilarious.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh
Drew, you
my
need to
God.
use that one. Drew's got a good story.
Oh my God, dude.
Tell them, Mark.
One of them called me one time. I mean, you want me to tell it?
Yeah.
Tell it.
So he calls me up one day and I answer the phone like, I'm already just like, yeah, I don't want it, I don't have it, I don't need it, whatever you got. And they're just like, oh no, you have a problem with your Windows computer. And I'm like, okay, I'm pushing two for this. So I go in there and I'm like, yeah, so I don't have a computer, but blah blah. It's like, oh yes, you have a problem with your Windows computer. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, all right. Can you tell me my name? He says, your name? I said, yeah. Can you tell me my name? He says, your name? You son of a bitch, piece of shit, motherfucker.
Dude, speaking of that, once you said that, the same kind of thing happened to me. I was talking to a guy, and I said something just fucked up to him, and he went like, after, of course, he's like either Middle Eastern or Indian, and he goes, he starts going literally just like this. He goes, "You want to fuck me in my ass?"
What?
You want? He goes, he's like, "We have free home security for you," or something. And I was like, I said something. I don't remember what I said, but it was something smart ass or like. And he goes, "You want to fuck me in my ass?" And I was like, "What did you say?" He goes, "You want to fuck me in my ass?" And he just kept saying it over and over. And I was just like laughing at this guy. I was like, "Dude, what is going on right now?" And he just kept saying it.
What if it was the same guy?
It could have been.
Same guy that told her.
One guy said, "Yeah, this is Pablo Escobar, bitch. I know where you live." And then he gave a zip code. It wasn't my zip code, but he gave me a zip code. So he knows where somebody lives. And I kind of felt bad after. I was like, what if this really was somebody that worked for Pablo Escobar and they went to their house? Because, no, you know what it was? I told him something fucked up. I don't remember. I told him something fucked up. And then he said he was going to come kill me.
You enjoy that. I've never talked to one.
Really?
I hear them talking. I'm just like, no.
Well, it's because like they used to get me because like they never called me till I bought like my first new car, and then they would call and say, hey, this is something, and I had never heard this one before, about my warranty, and I bought an extra warranty on my car.
Yeah, the extended warranty.
Yeah, so I was like, well, what is this? I was like, I know I paid for it, so I'd like sit there and listen to it, and then they'd be like, can you tell me the make and model? And I was like, can you tell me the make and model, because you're calling me about it? And then it started
my new car.
Yeah, it started pissing me off. And then like they'll call my work phone, and I have to answer because there's people all over the country that call me, so I never know if it's a prank call or not a prank, a whatever, a scam call, or somebody actually legitimately call me. So I have to answer my phone like 10 times a day for no reason.
Yeah.
So I fuck with them sometimes. They deserve it.
Yeah. Depends on your mood, huh?
Yeah. Sometimes I just hang up.
Yeah.
One I've been getting a lot lately is like I just let them all go to voicemail if I don't know the number. I'm like, if it's important, they'll leave a message and say like, hey Drew, blah blah. But like here lately, I'll go back and check the voicemail after they called, and it's like, we want to give you a fabulous 3-day vacation and blah blah blah. I'm like,
free of charge. Just tell your family and friends. Have a nice day. Well, I've had them call from like my friends' numbers. Like I had an old friend call one time, and I was like, shit, I hadn't talked to this guy in forever. I was like, hey man, what's up? And it was like, did you know that your car warranty? And I was like, how the fuck? Like, how are you calling from their phone? They're like, we have our ways or something. I don't know. It was weird.
That is so weird.
It's just random number generators.
Yeah, so I guess you can go on and like pick the number you want to call from.
Like around here, they'll have like 601 as the area code, but then like the rest of it's always like just fucky. Like it'll be like 601-978.
Well, I used to have an app on my phone that you could pick the number you wanted to call, and I remember one night I kept calling Corey. And I'd call from like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then like it would let you like change the voice real low, and I'd be like, "Do you know where the white rabbits live?" And then I'd hang up and I'd call back and be like 6660666 or something like that, and he got really mad once he figured out what was going on because it freaked him out for a second. It was funny though.
I bet he did.
Sorry about that, Corey, if you're watching. I apologize.
Sorry.
I deleted the app. I realized I went too far.
Yeah, I was blown away when I had a similar app, and I was blown away that you could put a random number in. I'm like, this should not be legal
at all, right?
I don't think it actually is.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, the guy that called you must have had like your contacts information. There's no way he randomly chose a number and it was one of your old friends.
Well, the only thing I can guess is they're calling like that area code 601, and then they pick from like a list of common, like, because there's common like prefixes around here. There's like 498, 649, 580 kind of numbers, and then they just like they probably call 1,000 people a day. Eventually they're going to call somebody that has that number in their phone. It just happened to be that guy.
Now that you mention it, I think I heard of someone recently. I couldn't tell you who, but I want to say like in the past like few months, I want to say somebody actually got a call from their own number.
I have heard that. Like, so, you're calling.
You're calling me on my number.
That's crazy.
This is you from the future. Don't get on that airplane. Don't get on it.
Don't get on it. Don't get on that roller coaster.
Or behind that log truck.
Not behind the log truck.
You're gonna get Final Destination.
Yep.
Absolutely. You're gonna get FD.
So yeah, I mean we're coming up on 2 hours. Y'all want to go ahead and wrap it up? It was a good talking to you guys again.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, man. It's always fun. Like we do end up just going straight. Like it's almost like
straight road.
Yeah, we go straight road, man.
You got to.
You go in here to talk about something specific, and then it's just like everything.
That's the best. That's the best kind.
Yeah.
Go and
Cover
road.
everything.
So, the Dumb and the Blind. What do y'all have is it a schedule that you put them out like certain days, or do you just randomly put them out?
Not yet. So we posted our first video a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
So I've yet to kind of formulate a schedule so far. Just kind of when I get the time, I edit them down and upload them just to get the library a little full before so people that visit our channel can kind of watch several videos at least. And so far we've grown pretty well. We've gone like 15 subscribers to I think it's a little over 400 in like a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
We're growing pretty quickly, so exciting. We're really excited about it.
16 days.
Yeah,
He
16
said earlier,
days.
16 days we went from 15 subscribers to what he said earlier today was, I think he said 417.
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah, I know a lot of it's coming from the BTS.
Oh yeah.
I know that
But
BTS fans are dedicated.
rabid.
I don't even know what BTS is. I mean, I guess it's like a group.
Yeah.
It's a Korean pop boy band. It's K-pop as they call it.
Mhm.
You know what? I thought about doing this. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start reacting to people reacting to videos.
Look at his freaking eyes there. He looks so weird.
I'm going to say regular ass dude with no redeeming qualities reacts to two Mississippi musicians reacts to BTS.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah,
I mean, that's a whole new genre of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could really
React to the react.
You could really start something there.
Well,
You could
I
be
actually
on something.
saw there's been a video a lot of people have been doing is Hypa, which is what I told you about. A lot of people have been reacting to that one, and the band themselves reacted to all of the people reacting to their video.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I've seen Blink-182 did a Blink-182 reacts to children reacting to Blink-182.
Yeah. Yeah, it does happen. Eventually, you're just gonna get like that space balls, like picture in
Oh
picture,
yeah, the
picture in picture.
Yeah, go to the infinity picture.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a
So the
video.
original was like this.
It's gonna be called like I react to myself. The video I made yesterday, and I'm just gonna sit down and make a video every day and react to myself for like 2 weeks, and it'll be 2 weeks worth of videos of me all reacting.
Look, and that's what's crazy about YouTube. Doing that on YouTube, that would actually probably tons of people would watch it.
Oh yeah.
'Cause
Guy-
weird stuff.
Guy
stuff does
reacts
well.
to there's some stuff. It's just like a catchphrase in a cartoon or something over and over for 10 hours. It's like Darth Vader breathing for 10 hours.
Oh.
Yeah. That's crazy. I mean, the amount of content on YouTube is just
Well,
mind-blowing.
The guy is called Mr. Beast. If you've ever heard of that guy, he's like, I don't know where he gets. He just like spends a shit ton of money somehow.
Yeah.
What the fuck was I saying?
Mr.
he
It is just insane stuff.
he does insane stuff. I can't remember where I was going with that. I'm gonna go back and watch this and be like, oh, that's where I was going. But
Yeah, I think from what I can tell, every cent he makes on his YouTube videos, he just puts back in and goes further and further and further.
well,
It's crazy.
I saw somebody was saying because he gives away like houses and cars and like big tips to people, and somebody was talking about like, have you thought about how you're going to do your taxes? And he was like, no, not really, or something. Because like when he gives a car away, like somebody's got to pay those taxes, or like when he gives a house away, somebody's got to pay those taxes, and some of that stuff comes back to him to pay. And if you added all that up, it would be like more money than he's got, kind of thing. Like it could like bankrupt him just from having to pay taxes by giving money away or something.
Yeah, it's kind of wild. He's I don't know. It seems kind of like he's going down a rabbit hole, and you can't stop. It's almost like where at what point do you kind of calm it down and actually like live with some of the money you've made?
Yeah, he's like, hey, I just spent. I bought a car lot and gave every car away. It's like, what
Yeah, I saw that one. He just gave all the cars away.
fuck?
Yeah, it's insane. Like, But I mean, I'd hate to be his CPA, right? Doing his taxes.
Shit.
He could write off all of that.
Yeah,
I guess,
He's doing
yeah.
it for his business.
Yeah, and technically it's charity.
Yeah.
Like giving away all that stuff.
Yeah, he could. Depends on what he claims it as, business expense or a charity.
Yeah.
Sure, both. He probably maxes out all of that.
He's got someone smarter than me up there doing it, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Well,
For sure.
so yeah, they can find you guys at YouTube, The Dumb and the Blind. If you're into reaction videos and funny shit, go over there, check them out, like it, subscribe it, and like each of the videos too. So if you watch the video and don't like it, you're an ass. So at least like it. That helps build the replay on YouTube. So
Algorithm.
yeah, it makes it show up more to other people the more it's liked. So if you don't like it, then you got problems, and you need to deal with that first. Get off YouTube and handle that. And
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll say that that even if you don't like BTS or what we're reacting to, we always have comedy mixed in there.
Yeah,
so we always have funny stuff.
Yeah,
in the
making
videos.
jokes and stuff the whole time.
Yeah.
So, there's misheard lyrics and such.
Yeah, so
definitely
check out our blind biscuit taste challenge where we blindfold each other, and you'll love Drew's blindfold. It's the best.
It's great.
Where we taste the biscuits. That's our so far. That's our favorite video, our most fun video.
yeah, I just want
We
to
had a
try.
blast.
I got to try Church's honey biscuit.
I
Just
can't
do it.
believe you never have.
Never
Go
had
do
one.
it. Change your life.
Yeah,
What if it did?
You'll
What if
never
I-
eat any other biscuits. the
What if
same.
I became like a fiend for Church's biscuits and it ruined my
Very
life?
close.
It'd be all
You just
fault.
live there.
Is it?
You just live there in the janitor's.
Hey guys, you got 75 cents. I'm just trying to get my kid a biscuit.
I need my biscuit.
I need
gotta
my-
give
I just need my biscuit. All right, guys. It's good talking with y'all. Stay in touch, and
Oh yeah, you can.
I'll see y'all soon. Hopefully, we'll do something.
Sounds good.
Excellent.
All right, guys. Take it easy.
All right.
See ya.
Later. Bye.
Oh wait, you got to do the thing y'all do when y'all get off.
Bye. That.
Oh. Bye.
See you guys. All right, guys, that's the show. Make sure and stick around for some upcoming shows. I've got some great guests coming on. This was actually my 20th guest episode. Didn't think I was going to make it this far, but here the fuck we are. And I appreciate everybody that's been here for the ride and everybody that is here now today. Appreciate it more than you could ever know. So, got some big things coming over on the YouTube channel as well. So, make sure and check that out too. So, until next time, I will see you later.